Welcome to Running Frames. It's the home of below average pool content, and today I give you an absolute blinder of a game. Oh no, wait, I've just read that it's Lou versus Chris, so this would just be a formality, 5-0 victory I assume. So let's just watch Lou get it absolutely handed to him. Poor boy. Now I've just seen Chris remove a ball off the table. I'm not sure what's happening. Lou is going to remove a ball off the table. There's something going on here. Hang on, I need to make some phone calls, find out what's happening. Right, I've just got back from my chat with our editor and player in this video, Chris. He just let me know that to stop this video being 4 minutes long and wildly not entertaining, Lou has a handicap. It's not the obvious one. It is to take 2 balls off the table as soon as it is his visit. Meaning Chris will still have to dish around all the balls on the table if he pots off the break. And this really should help this become a better game. And Lou there showing the skills that do not pay any bills as he puts that one wide. It was a tough cut, bless him. But Chris back at the table. Not the nicest balls to have laying around. Up top of the table there near the red, there is a very awkward one that he has got to try and get position on. I mean, it does go into the top left, but it's not the nicest of places to have a yellow sitting on this table. Making nice work of those 2 balls as he comes to the table on this first visit. Is he going to play a long one here, or is he going to cut it into the middle pocket? What's your options, Chris? Looking to take it long up the table. Maybe not. Ooh. So what he's thinking there. I think he's playing for position onto that next yellow, but he's... Ooh, I thought he was a little bit short, but it looks like he can see his way past that red. That's absolutely fine, but the shot is terrible. Hang your head in shame, Chris. That was no good. We expect better of you. We want better of you. And Lou back at the table. He hasn't got it easy as he looks down. He's going to try and take the long pot, which is alright, because if he misses, at least he's down the opposite end of the table for Chris. Unless Lou does his famous screwback shots where he just screws everything. He's not. He's going to play a lovely pot, knock in the black for position. I'm going to say that was intentional. We know it wasn't. And he's going to take this one up the top. It looks like he's aiming well off, but it's always hard to tell someone's aim. It wasn't well off, but it was off. But that isn't a bad outcome as he leaves Chris really stitched up at this end of the table. He can take the long pot, but there's really not much else to do. Lou now has 2 red balls that are unpottable from most angles. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one as these players now try to work out what to do with the top of the table. Who will cave? Oh, lovely shot, Chris. Absolutely just wellied it in. Used that white to cannon into the pack up the top. And he has broken some balls free. This is now looking like a decent opportunity as he puts this one away. He rolls down the table. Can't really go wrong there. It's naturally just coming down for position. Just don't play this too hard to get back on the black. He's going to nudge the black on his way. He didn't want to do that, but it's still easy to put this down for a player of Chris's caliber. And he puts it down. It's 1-0 to Chris. Lou should be ashamed of himself as he gets to take balls off the table. Come on, man. Now, there is still 7 yellows in the middle of the table, so it looks like Lou hasn't had a visit on this frame. We have jumped forward, though, despite Chris being on for a near dish, but that would be why we jumped forward, because it amounted to nothing. And Lou at the table, going to look at his options for removing balls. He's going to take the 2 that are on the cushion. Don't know if that's the best choices, to be honest. I'm thinking I would have done something with the middle of the table there, but he can play a cannon at some point into those yellows, hopefully bring them into a bit more of a playable position. Lou taking a shot there to the bottom left. It doesn't quite make it, but he has left a hampered table for Chris to come back to. I don't know if he can see the top edge of that red in the middle. Doesn't look like it. He's going to try and swerve around though to get it, and that is a nice little swerve. Nicely done, Chris. I wish I could play them. I just have absolutely no idea, and I'm afraid I would rip the cloth And I'm not talking about my pants, I'm on about the pool table. And Chris now, with a bit of a cut into this middle pocket, he's going to play it very gently. It's got the legs, he has absolutely no position. Don't think he can squeeze a ball between the yellow and the black there. Is he going to try? It looks like he's going to attempt it. It does appear that he will, and he's going to do it. He's just scraped that red on his way past. That was threading through the eye of a needle. Nicely played there, Chris. Left Lou not the easiest. I don't think you can pass that yellow, can you, Lou? It's hard to tell from the camera angle. I don't think that goes. It did go. He's put it down. Lou's natural style. He's absolutely walloped that ball. It's not worked out too bad. He has got an option for the top right. He can also take one into the middle left if he so fancies it. I think he's going for that middle left unless he's playing some sort of diabolical plant. He's going to be absolutely nowhere near it, but was he playing for this, the snooker? Because it's really not that bad. Chris now with a tricky shot, but Lou's yellow on the middle there is not in a nice position. That is not in a potable place for that middle pocket, I don't believe. Although sometimes you can trickle them down and they just about catch in the mouth of the pocket. But that is the cursed middle bag, so that definitely will not be happening. If anything, it somehow bounced off the table. And Lou now taking the long ball. Nowhere near. And he's going to leave Chris a tricky shot, but it is doable. It does go. Position is going to be wild, though. It's just going to be bouncing around the table, hopefully landing on the black. But he has got a few sides he can be on that black. He's going to just chase the knuckle there. The jaw of that pocket, sorry. And he's now on for the middle pocket, middle left for this black. He can see just enough of it. It should be okay, and that should drop. And we are seeing Chris. Oh, no. As he puts a Lou ball down on the black, making it 1-all. Lou has been given an absolute gift in that. Has it given him the drive? He can't even put a ball down with his hands. He's taken 2 reds off the table. Don't look like the bad options, actually. He's now didn't look first. I don't think he can play that red. Does it? None of these look like they go, but he's going to prove me wrong again, isn't he? Is he going to absolutely wallop it? He only needs to tickle it in. Tickle it in. Yeah. Wipes its feet, but it did go down. He did tickle it in. That isn't bad position. He's got enough angle to bounce off that top rail now and come back down the table, stop in the middle-ish. He's screwed it. It was probably dead straight then, but it looked like he had enough to bounce it off. I wouldn't have played a screw there, but if it was straight, that probably was his only option. And now he's going to have to play a miracle shot, the type of shot that I somehow managed to pull off, but I can't put a straight ball that sits in the pocket. And now Lou is assessing his options. He's going to play it off the bottom rail, hope for the best. He does hit a red, so all legal. Doesn't do much else to give him any hope in the rest of this frame now. As Chris comes to the table, he has a few options there. He's got a tricky ball on the rail, otherwise they all go somewhere. And Chris is a decent player. He's going to put the first one down. That's nicely done. Position may have just run a little bit too far, but no, he can see it by the looks of it. He's going to play the cannon. Nicely done. Is he going to now play that cannon ball, or is he going to take the other middle pocket? I think the other middle pocket is the option. Just runs through a little bit. Just a touch. That will do. He's got options again. Take the one below the black. Open this table up then. It should be a formality to make this 2-1. As long as he doesn't put the white down on the black. Absolute numpty. Yep, that will do. I'm pretty much just counting this as a frame done now. As I'm just going to drink some of my coffee. Oh, that is nice. Puts this one down. Oh, you dipstick. Oh, don't look at your cue like it was at fault. That was terrible. Is he going to have to play a swerve? Bloody hell, that was lovely. Nice shot. Bit of a trickier cut now, but it does go. It flies in, really. And then it's just position on the black. What's he going to do? Just try and... Ooh, that wipes its feet. and the position is absolutely nowhere to be seen. It was tricky though, because you have to play that cue ball with enough power to put the yellow in, and it could have been absolutely anywhere. It has ended up absolutely anywhere behind a red, and Chris is just going to smack it around, hope for the best. Left the ball further up the table, but Lou has got some easy options, or easy option, into the middle left pocket. I say easy option though, it's Lou. Does he put it down? That will do. Didn't play any position onto the next red. I thought he was going to walk his way down the table. So now he's going to have to try and play position off of this, which is doable. He's done it nicely, actually. That's a nice bit of control for once. For once. He has tapped the black. He now is kind of running around trying to figure out position on the black. He's going to look... I was so ready to sing Lou ball. Now he's left himself absolutely nothing, because he ain't putting this down, let's be honest. Does he go for the double? Is he going for the cut? All he's going to be thinking about is rebounding as a Lou ball, and he's scared. And he's just going to absolutely wallop it instead and give Chris... He doesn't even have to look at this. No, look it. No, look it. Come on. Oh, boo. 2-1 to Chris. Lou with a break. If he puts one down, he gets to take 2 balls off the table. A yellow has dropped, so he will get to take some balls off the table. Let's see how he makes these decisions. Does he use his brain? He's going for yellows. He's taking 2 off the middle of the table, hoping that he has enough cue ball control to stay down the bottom end of the table. Arguably, I would have left one of those middle ones and taken the yellow that at the moment is furthest up the table nearer the black. Instead, he's gonna play an absolute atrocious shot. Chris is at the table. I believe now he can opt for the yellows himself, because Lou didn't put anything down on the free table. I assume that's how the rules work. I haven't really had it explained to me. He is going to go for reds though. Is he giving himself a handicap? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, takes this one into the bottom left. It's a lovely position into the middle of the table. Those reds, I believe he can take that bottom red and the 2 there without cannoning the top ball. If he does though, it's not the end of the world. He puts it up towards that top left, but I think it goes as it does. It does go on its own. Nicely done. And now he's just going to play back down the table through that gap between the 2 balls there. Nicely done. Bottom of the table. Now as he plays this one in I can't speak. He doesn't want to touch any of these yellows. He wants to try and creep past them. He has done it. He's not left himself the easiest of shots, but it does go. Just got to roll this one up the top of the table. If he just holds for position, he's got the red into the bottom left pocket as well. Now he plays through. It drops, and now he can play through the gap. Yeah, that will do. That is nicely done. He is a good player, isn't he? It's nice to watch. Compared to the other stuff we put out, Christ. There is some absolute drivel. Although saying that, the last time I commented on a Chris game, oh god, it was awful. Oh, I got really angry as well. I don't know if anyone watched it. Or watched all of it. I got really angry. That's 3-1 to Chris. Nicely done. Lou's at the table. It's his first visit. He's taking some balls off. He's going to take the 2 awkward ones off the rail. That's probably the correct option. As we've seen in his last couple of attempts, though, he takes the balls off the table and then absolutely hashes his next shot, and Chris comes and just finishes the job. So does he actually get a chance now to play a frame with less balls? He does. Don't know if he wanted to play any position on that ball, but it's alright. He can play down the table. He's going to absolutely smash it, isn't he? How much power is he putting on this? God, he's walloping it. It could go anywhere. Near Lou ball. Absolutely no position. It's a fine cut. Does it go? It wasn't anywhere close. It was about a foot off. The cut was not there. He hit it near dead centre. And now Chris is going to punish him probably again as he comes to the table. What are you going to opt for? Is he going to play a double straight away? showing off now. He plays a double. It touches his other reds. It knocks them all about. One of them into a really awkward position, and Lou is back at a table. He has a double of his own, but Lou, I know this for a fact, really hates doubles. Just doesn't seem to understand it. Does he put this one away though? Absolutely not. But he is going to cover a pocket, so that hasn't worked out too bad. Chris can find a way around. If anyone can do it, it's him. As he may cannon into it. No, he's not going to play into it. He's not going to play anything by the looks of it. Apart from some sort of safety shot, leaving Lou potentially another double. It's not nice. Or we could try and cut this one all the way down. Don't know if you can see the top of it enough. He's just going to smack it and hope for the best. Cocked hat, nowhere near. And it's back and forth, back and forth. And Chris comes back to the table. What's his options here? Takes bottom left. Just holds for position. Bottom right. Coming back up the table maybe. No, he's going to play for the middle pocket next. Yeah. I see different routes to everyone else. That is why I am a bad player. So you get to put this one in nicely. Oh, he plays the bottom left now. I see. He takes that bottom ball. The black is in a bit of an awkward position where it is. It'd be nice if he can break it out at some point. I don't see where he plays that from, but he has got the problem red to think about first before he even talks about the black. So maybe just leave it as it is, because it is blocking a pocket for Lou's yellow. What does he do here? Is he going to play this one just up and nudge the yellow out of the way? That will do. That's not a bad shot, and it leaves Lou with two hampered balls as he comes back to the table. Yeah, you just got to try and smack it. Just got to smack it, mate. There's not much else you can do. Why are you pretending like you know how to play doubles now? Lou is going to attempt a double here. I don't think you can play a double without touching the black here. I don't think he's going to play it too shallow an angle. It was actually going in by the looks of it, but the cue ball got in the way. Oh, how unlucky. A nice-ish attempt. Probably would have been alright if he hadn't absolutely walloped it and sending that cue ball around. Chris playing off the red into the top there. That will do. That's quite nice. He now has another easy pot into the same pocket. Playing position, screwing back down the table. Don't roll too far. He's on the wrong side of that red, but he can play off the cushions and make his way back into position. And he's going to do so. Big bounce. It's dead straight. That is beautifully done as he makes this 4-1. This looking like Chris has put down every black ball, because even the frame that Lou's got, it was his fault. Smashes him up. He puts the ball down. He gets to take two off the table. What are the options? What are you going to do? Red's looking pretty good. That's the one I would have taken. And the one, yeah, near the middle pocket. Yeah, that is the correct options. And now you got to try and play position off this though, Lou. And it looks pretty straight. I don't know if he looked at where the cue ball was before he took those off. It is awkward. Put this one down. He's going to absolutely wrap it round everything and leave himself zero position. I did warn you about the position. He's now going to take the long pot. This isn't the right option unless he wallops it and bounces off that bottom cushion. Otherwise, you're going to leave yourself down that bottom end of the table. Oh, he has. He's absolutely bounced up like a menace. I forget how much cue power he's got. I can never cue that far whilst keeping it straight enough to pot the ball. At that power, I should say. Lou has a couple of options, obviously. The black ball is a real issue, though, so I don't see how he plays the rest of these balls and free out the black. He could try and knock it off here, but I think it's going to just go underneath the black there. Yeah, he's going to actually somehow jump out the pocket. Been absolutely screwed over by the middle pocket there. He tried to play it hard, I believe, to try and break the black out, and it's not worked out. But Chris is back at the table. It's not the easiest of lays for him, but that one goes into the middle pocket. It breaks him out. As he does so, he now has options, and it's now once again looking like a formality. It's looking like we may see 5-1. This could be the end of the game. It is a first to 5, obviously. And Chris now walking around with confidence, going to clear up, pulls that one across the table. That's nicely done. It's going to drop this in. Yeah, back for the middle pocket. This is now looking like I am going to have the rest of the afternoon off as we put this one down. Eventually. Yeah, nicely done. Big bounce. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just tap off the black there. He's just going to tickle this one in, play it dead, I believe. Yeah, into the middle pocket. You have natural position when you just roll through and into the opposite for the black, and that is game. He's going to give it some pace. Bounce up the table, showing off. It's dead straight. No look. Of course he doesn't. He's no showboater. It's 5-1. An absolute rinse for Ludolg there. As it's pathetic, really, isn't it? Sony Frames, thanks for watching.